tradition of where the buffalo roam. And John, let me ask you a question. What happens? Who do you call when the buffalo roams and falls off the cliff?
Randy Jackson.
Randy Jackson.
Of course.
Now, Randy, why don't you tell us what all you do? Let's start there. Your title and everything. Everything I want to know about Randy Jackson, but we're afraid to ask.
I don't know if we've got enough time for that. But basically, I am the emergency manager for the Quapaw Nation. Kind of a behind-the-scenes type of person. Now, me personally, I've got over 22 years experience in public safety.
Okay.
I've started out my career as a very young fledgling firefighter up in Chinook, Kansas. Went and got my EMT, then went on to get my paramedic license.
Okay.
From there, basically stayed up in Southeast Kansas for a while until I got to come back home. For those that know me, you know I'm a pitcher, born and raised, or not born. I was born in Little Rock, but raised in Pittsburgh, Oklahoma.
Oh,
so I am
Little Rock, huh?
Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm a Razorback, but I keep that part hidden.
But a gorilla at heart.
I'm a gorilla at heart.
Okay.
Chat rat is my favorite term. So yes. Anyway, I got to come back home for the Quapaw Nation. I've been here almost 20 years now with the fire department. Started again, was a firefighter paramedic for them until about 2015. Then I had a heart attack. Doctors wouldn't let me play on the fire trucks no more. I don't know why. So moved over to emergency management. I've been there since.
I would never believe there's enough stress around this place to give sleep. So, well, let's take the phrase emergency management.
Okay.
Break that down. What all does that encompass in Quapaw Nation?
In Quapaw Nation, probably my biggest job that I do is watching the weather.
Okay.
I mean, we do a lot of things. For those that follow me on Facebook, you know I do a morning weather brief.
Yep.
When the severe weather comes in,
which is
right don't call it.
Yes. Yeah. We don't want to speak of that, but we really ramp up then, and I'll be watching the weather quite often. And our EOC there, right across from the Quapaw Casino, we've got basically I call it the war room. We've got several monitors up there where I monitor the radar. I'm actually joined in a chat room with the National Weather Service out of Tulsa. So we're actually talking one-on-one with the forecasters down there in Tulsa. And we actually have our own little weather station right here behind the EOC that I can monitor our conditions currently right at that spot. So probably, like I said, the big thing is weather. Now, the other things that we do that a lot of people don't know about so much is planning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we plan for the worst case days, and we try to come up with plans ahead of time to mitigate any damages.
Mm-hmm.
I just finished helping the new Quapaw Casino write their emergency action plan.
Okay.
Which basically what that does is we take a look at, okay, if there's a fire, what are we going to do?
Mm.
If there's a medical emergency, what are we going to do? And you try to cover all those steps and then have the plan in place ahead of time.
I always say that, you know, if you prepare for the worst, you're going to be prepared for the best, right?
That's it. You'd rather plan for the worst case and not need it than need it and not have that plan.
Now, talk about the EOC, the emergency operations system within Quapaw Nation, because I understand it's kind of unique, state of the art, and kind of different from. We're really lucky to have that facility. What makes us so lucky about that facility?
Probably the best thing about that facility, obviously, is I'm proud of it. It's my home, my office, but we have our 911 communications in there.
Okay.
And our 911 has the most modern, up-to-date features of any. In fact, we're the only one in the state of Oklahoma that have these features. We've had a lot of other agencies come in and tour. They're looking to go to it. It's a kind of a next-gen type feature.
Kind of cloud-based.
Oh, cloud-based. And I mean, the things they can do, it amazes me. Like, if you call 911, you can actually, the dispatcher can send you a link and you can turn your camera on, and they can actually see through your camera exactly what you're seeing.
Wow. Oh, well.
So also in a domestic violence or a break-in type thing, they can turn your sound off so they can text you back and forth. And you know, when you get a text, it always dings.
Yeah, no.
They can turn it off. So you can text with them back and forth and it makes no noise at all.
That's a little scary.
It is. And they've got built in translators. Right now, they primarily do Spanish to English, but with this translator, the person on the other side of the phone, if they speak Spanish, our dispatchers hear English. Our dispatchers will speak in English, and the person on the phone will hear Spanish. I mean, it's amazing at the technology and things that go on.
Yeah.
So, one of the things in the headlines currently in the state of Oklahoma is kind of the never-ending jurisdictional battle fight. Now, Quapaw Nation's kind of been a little different in the fact that they actively work with other agencies and cross-deputize all these different agencies and work really well as kind of a blueprint for how state, local, and tribal entities can work together. What has been your experience with that?
Same thing. I mean, there really is no or me, you type thing. It's all us. I work very close with the Ottawa County's emergency manager. I work equally as close with Wyandott's emergency manager, the Miami Nations. I mean, we all, if you need something, it doesn't matter if you belong to them. If you're the state or if you're another tribe, if you need it and we've got it, we're going to help you with it. And the same thing, just the other day, Commerce had some issues with some water. I called up a couple of our emergency managers, the Muskogee Creek Nation and Osage Nation, and they were going to send us water buffaloes to have water up here for them. Fortunately, they got the issue solved before we got the water buffaloes up. But that's just the way it is. You reach out and you get help.
Now, why do you think that is? That we've been able to have such positive working relations in this part of the state, and it's just utter chaos in other parts?
I think it's because of the way we were raised.
Okay.
I mean, small. If you look at it,
really, we talk about community, right?
Yeah.
Small town communities. We're up here in the Northeast, and again, I'm a picture gorilla, but you got Commerce, you got Quapaw. We've all been raised that it's not me, you, it's an us.
It's very much family. Being from Quapaw, like picture, I can pick on you. Picture in Quapaw, but if somebody else
don't do it,
picks on you, it's just like family, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, hopefully we can continue to be a blueprint, and maybe some of the other jurisdictions, the metro plexes where they have issues, they can model themselves after us.
I hope so.
That'll be a thing in the future. Now coming up, we've got a big event, right? One of the biggest first responder events in the United States, and it's always packed. And it's always the best.
Guardians, are you?
I am. I'm talking about Guardians of the Heart, and it's right around the corner.
Guardians 2026. This will be our 11th year of doing this event, and it has grown exponentially.
Is a big name coming?
We got Royce Gracie.
Okay.
Oh.
He's always a big draw. He puts on a class.
Remind me to pay him to take care of you, John, for picking on me and stealing my lunch money.
He'll get in there and show you a few things, but Royce is a super great guy.
Yeah.
We have 3 days of continuing education for our firefighters, our EMS, nurses, doctors, law enforcement. If you're in public safety, we've got something for you.
Wow.
And the thing is, it's only $25 for those 3 days. Now
Like 25 a day? Or
no, $25, whether you go 1 day or 3 days, it's $25. And we feed you breakfast and lunch.
And that's open to...
I mean,
where can you go?
yeah, that's a loss.
That's
a loss.
And that's open to any first responder?
Any first responder out there. They can sign up. They can come and take these classes. They're top notch. We have national instructors that come in. Again, we started this 11 years ago. There was a bunch of us got together. And as you know, firefighters, paramedics, we don't make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And we have to have, a paramedic has to have 120 hours of continuing education every cycle. And the colleges are expensive.
Right.
So we got together and says, we need to come up with good quality education free for our first responders. And we come up with, at that time, it was called Guardians of the Heart, because we held it in February. That was the Heart Month, and it was primarily EMS related. We did it completely free for about the first 8 years. Then the economy caught up with us. Right. We bumped it up to $25. But still, it's basically free for 3 days, including food.
Right. It's a full day too. I mean, it starts early in the morning, goes in the afternoon. And
8 o'clock to 5 o'clock.
And you guys have booths there with some of the newest technology and life-saving measures, all these different companies. I mean, you could really learn a lot. You can discover trends and the way that everything's going.
We got 44 vendors set up this year. Several of them are bringing vehicles to look at. We've even got our first international vendor. We got a company. It's Canada, I know, but it's still international. It's still international. But Nova.
Do they say Suri when they like take care?
They're
I
coming.
think it's they like overpronounce it.
Suri. Oh yeah, Suri.
But so yeah, it's going to be neat to have them there. And
Wow.
they're bringing their if I remember right, they're drones. They're bringing drones. We've got a company that's looking to come that does night vision. We've got
So literally is state of the art for everything there. Who are the big sponsors? Let's go ahead and I'm sure we need
I've got to give kudos with Downstream Casino. They're on board this year as a premier corporate sponsors. They're our top dog. Then we've got ESU Pursuits. They do fire and law enforcement. They do vehicle retrofits and such.
Okay.
They're going to be here. Of course, Freeman Health is coming back. We got a whole list of them. But our top ones, again, looking at Freeman, Pafford Medical Service, Mercy, Nova, our Canadian company. Kansas Region 6 EMS is coming. They're one of our gold sponsors. And then Flock Safety, which is a law enforcement one.
So it really is a 4-state. You got places from all over the 4 states. If you want to find out more about the sponsors and maybe the classes, is there a website?
There's a website you can go to. It's www.qtdps.com.
Okay.
And everything's on there. You can see the vendors. If you're interested in attending, you can also get your tickets on there.
Okay.
So good spot to go check it out.
Wow.
Awesome. Well, you got any other news for us?
Yeah.
Nothing right now.
Hey, when emergency management doesn't have any more news for you,
That's a good day.
We've had good weather. Mother Nature's giving us a break from all the snow. So I think.
Did you have many emergency calls with our ice event?
Surprisingly, we did not. We had a lot out on the highway.
Yeah.
But here in town and in our jurisdiction, we really didn't have a whole
a
lot.
lot of that is because of groups like
People are learning. Yep, they're taking notice and saying, "Hey, stay in."
I know we talked to you quite a bit during those situations to try and keep everybody, with the latest updates about what's going on. Any kind of predictions for the spring? I know you're not a meteorologist, but
I'm hoping again, if you kind of look at it, we got a very mild spring. I'm hoping that's going to continue on, and we'll have a very mild early spring and severe weather. It's Oklahoma, so you never know what you're going to get. I mean, we had a tornado warning back in December.
yeah.
that
So
there have been days in the recent past where I think we've gone through all 4 seasons in a day.
yeah.
I don't envy your work. Is there any kind of thing you want to leave us with? Any kind of like fact about the emergency management that Quapaw Nation tribal members may not know about, or anything like that?
Well, the main thing I want to say is just be aware of what's going around. Situational awareness. I know that's a military term, but I am ex-military, so just make sure you know what's going on. Make sure you're getting the notifications. In multiple ways. Your phone, whether it's a weather alert radio, you can go again. I sign up for the Quapaw Nation's emergency alerts. We send them out. That's a big thing. And just make sure if the weather's coming in, keep an eye on the sky.
Situational awareness. I like that. Head on a swivel, right?
Yep.
Because the world's crazy out there, and thank goodness we've got people like Randy Jackson here to make sure that keep us buffaloes from going off the cliff.
Right. I mean, I'll tell you where I don't want to roam is into some bad weather this spring. So we're going to be paying attention to Randy, of course, and
we'll go ahead and put up those QR codes at the end of this so people can opt into our service and get those messages.
Appreciate you joining in. See you next week on Where the Buffalo Roam.
Take care.